Hello everyone, my name is Julie and I'm one of Christian Assembly's Kingdom Partners, and it is a privilege to send this message to you today. Our reading for today comes from Amos chapter 8, and it's a hard read. I encourage you to do it. I feel like the whole book of Amos is a reminder of how much God cares for the poor, how much as his followers we are called to care for the poor, that our apathy and indifference to injustice and to the suffering of those around us, that it matters to God. And as I've read it, I was thinking about the story in John chapter 12, where Jesus is at a dinner. It says it's 6 days before the Passover, so it's the week before he's about to go to the cross and die, and he's at the home of his friends, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, and Martha served, and it says that Mary broke this bottle of expensive oil perfume, and the aroma filled the space, and she wiped that perfume on Jesus's feet and wiped it with her hair, and it's this extravagant expression of love. And Jesus knew it was a preparation for his burial. And in the middle of that scene, it says that Judas Iscariot, so the disciple who was about to betray Jesus, said, why did you let her do that? Like, we could have taken this perfume that was so expensive and we could have gotten a year's worth of wages to take care of the poor. And when he said that, Jesus told him, like, he really rebuked him and said, you don't care about the poor. That's not what this is about. Like, you want the money for yourself. This is a selfish thing. And then he quotes scripture, and he says, the poor will always be among you. And sometimes I think when we read that, we read this scripture, we can think, well, the poor will always be among you. And Jesus was saying, so like, you could throw your hands up and there's an indifference or there's an apathy, but that's not what Jesus was saying. He was quoting scripture, and everyone sitting at that table would have known that he was quoting Deuteronomy 15, and he was saying, the poor will always be with you. They will always be among you. So open your hands wide. Like, he was not advocating indifference or apathy. He was talking about generosity, and that was what we were called to. And that this issue with the perfume, that's not what really the issue was at all. It wasn't about not caring for the poor. And in this week leading up towards Easter, as we continue to read scriptures, as we continue to engage with what is God, what is he asking of us? What is he inviting us into? What are the things that he wants us to care about, to have our eyes open, to have our hands wide opened so that we can be generous? That's what this is about. So may God lead us. May he encourage us in the ways that matter so much to him.